Did you vote for me?
I thought Max and David were gonna vote for Matt, but I thought it was because Max and David were behind me. How can I be organized? I told you I wasn't organizing against you.
Well, everyone's saying everything. When did you get it?
I didn't have the possession of this tape.
I saw that. Sula and I both saw
How did you get the book? You were telling me over there, oh, the Zula, how's the book?
I had to. Matt was there.
Something you didn't clarify later. Hey, Max, I have it. And then I hear that
I told you I had an idol. I didn't want to show it to you.
Then, because you didn't show it to me, I thought you were.
You voted against me.
I thought you were voting against me, but he told me you were voting.
This is where not watching the show bites you in the ass. If you show somebody an idol, you're
to win the challenge.
Everybody take a breath.
Okay, Team OJ.
We're all here.
Hey, where's your boss?
We could win this challenge and all be safe for another round. Let's focus on that.
Where did you find the book?
Got it from somebody.
What the fuck?
I feel like you can tell Benton hasn't seen much of the show because that doesn't normally happen, and that's like a golden opportunity to like change your whole game, and he's just right back to making himself a target. Like not even 5 minutes late. Someone gave him that idol, and he told us that, but he won't tell us who. Like he confirmed, like, yeah, I've got an ally on the other tribe. Like that's a great thing to tell your tribe before the merge. Like
I was 5 against 1.
Yeah, you're out of the loop.
Right before tribal council, I had minutes. I knew I had the idol, I just didn't have the whole thing unlocked. I got it from Ellen, and I just did whatever it took to make sure I had that idol going on tribal. And I was like debating, do I even use my immunity idol here? Can I get away with trusting both David and Max? And obviously with their love you friend comments on their voting card like that, clearly they identified themselves.
I know, which is just kind of funny, right? Like if
it was a huge mistake. They were
would have left
very
it ambiguous.
I heard that you guys had a separate conversation and then you got spooked that I was still going after you. That effect kind of propagated down to Max also being spooked, and David was just a wild card. I had no idea what he was actually doing.
There are some things about that narrative that are not accurate.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna leave it at that. Let's communicate more. In our conversations today, there have been multiple times where you've like told me something, and in the moment I wasn't sure if it was true, and after the fact, like I realized, oh, it was true or mostly true, which like allows me to potentially like have a little more faith. That like in future conversations you might also be telling me the truth. I think we're actually in a good position now. We weren't before, and I think now we are. There's like an element of kind of trusting things that has to, you know, a little bit.
Everyone to talk.
Sorry.
I know where there's a bunch of hot water. Fucking hot tub right there. And I just remembered Brian made a big thing about like, hey everyone, hot tub's open for everybody. He is bound to flip, but I don't think he's going to. I feel a little bad for David.
She did tell us the Scott thing before, essentially.
She wants you out, but she wants to say that we're going to do a girl gang alliance against Scott. So I think she's going to approach you. Hopefully that means you and Owen can trust me, because I'm telling you that's what's going to happen. I think that's what she's going to do.
She did, yeah. I think we can trust Lori.
I don't appreciate being lied to. You could have asked me to vote for Kate. I don't think I would have done it, but you could have asked me. Like, why are you lying?
And the Girls Alliance thing is always bullshit. Like, it's a fucking facade.
Okay, Lemonade Tribe getting your first look at the new OJ Tribe. David voted out at the last tribal council. David's elimination just speaks to the unpredictable nature of this game. Just like right now. Everybody drop your buffs. We are merged. We are going to celebrate this occasion on a pontoon boat. So just take the time, hang out, have fun, get to know each other. Hey,
Oh, no, I didn't.
Welcome back to the equal footing.
Yes.
We did it. Merge. We did
Sorry.
it. Give people hugs. We merged.
Merge. Merge.
Them bonds, right, guys?
Ellen, we merged. I'm gonna give you a hug if that's okay.
That's okay. Consent for hug really a real
I was happy that we went into merger because I felt like it gave me a clean slate.
I love it.
This feels like a gentle pace. This guy's going fast. Very gentle. Oh, there we go. Val, can you do a trick? Like a loop-de-loop?
Let's open that bad boy up.
Do you need a life vest?
Wow, it is just a calzone.
What? Big calzone.
I think it's for him.
What is happening? What are you doing, guys?
Oh, that looks delicious.
One calzone. I know for SMA people, that's common. It's a huge calzone. All right, everyone. I hope you're enjoying your super fun lake party. Sorry to interrupt the fun with our next immunity challenge. Yeah. As a merged tribe, you are now competing for individual immunity. The winner of this challenge is safe from tribal council and cannot be voted out. Now that we're in this phase of the game, this is what you covet in the game.
Wow.
You cannot be voted out. Each of you is going to have something strapped to your head like this. Then cotton candy will slide on the stick. You're gonna get in the water with your life jackets. You're gonna have cotton candy strapped to your head. The last person standing with non-dissolved cotton candy wins the challenge. This challenge is on!
Sula's got the right idea. Sula's going home.
I thought I was super clever, and I still think I'm super clever. As soon as I got the cotton candy on my head, I was like, I'm just gonna start swimming. I'm gonna swim to shore, I'm gonna run into town, I'm gonna disappear forever. Maggie walked into the water, and you were like, no, no, go back. And I turn around, and Max is coming towards me, and I've been instructed to go towards the boat.
Felix is going towards Sula.
We got a fake that coming up. Come on, actors.
Ready yourself, Sula!
So I basically had to walk right into the jaws of defeat, having used all of my energy for my escape plan. Very quickly, it was over. I got out 5 minutes.
Immunity for Scott.
Terrifying. It was actually, I was scared I was gonna die.
I mean, I had that challenge. We were like pirates out there. We were essentially using like binoculars to see us. I risk coming across a little cocky here, but maybe I am. I think in recent challenges, people have thought I've done pretty well, so now I'm worried about the merge. I feel like I've been a little bit of a loudmouth about like being confident. People might want to get rid of me.
Honestly, I'm gonna see who can bribe me. I'd love a good bribe if anyone has an advantage. I'm kind of open market right now, and I'm now single and ready to mingle.
Love to mingle, though I don't have an advantage to give you.
I mean, I haven't mingled with you yet, so this is like I don't know how to test these waters. Like I don't know how you mingle.
Max, are you like groaning because you
I
have to
think
pee?
it's getting pretty serious.
I would like to target Max at some point because he's a hyper aggressive and he's making strong lines. And I bet he'll find an idol.
Want to use hand sanitizer?
Yeah, there you go.
And Sula's smart, man. I mean, she immediately swam as far away as she could, which is smart in a challenge. Like she knows what she's doing.
She's very smart.
So
Scott, you've been on a tribe with Sula the whole time. What do you think about that?
I completely agree. Sula is a threat. Adrian got out early. Sula was not happy about that. Kate was a part of that. So I'm curious to see how that dynamic plays out.
I feel like I have a pretty big target on my back. I think Sula really, really wants me out. She told me that she thought it was dumb that I voted out strong people first, which I disagree with because it quickly turned into an individual game. And I think because Matt is her friend that he will vote with her. I saw them talking to Scott. I saw them talking to Benton. So I don't know, I'm a little nervous.
Advantage. It's not even a play anymore.
No,
right?
it's post-merge. Still mad no one's fine with fake idol.
Yeah, I knocked some over down by the road. Hey, did you find it? No, but I didn't dig. I just have to go back there where I found my phone. Oh, okay. I knocked him over. I was like, as long as there's anything in here, and then I was kind of lazy about it and then just walked away.
Or are you hiding an idol? Or if someone got it. Or it definitely was an idol in this game, also somewhere. I haven't seen When did you do this? Right before you.
Oh wow. Yeah, I knocked these over this morning.
I definitely saw that one around here.
But yeah, the cotton candy challenge was interesting because like nobody really wanted to like go for each other. I went for Matt because I was like, why not? I mean, I knew he was gonna get me out, but you know, I tried.
Yeah, I think he's the biggest challenge threat. I just found with Kate. I'm unsure if you saw it. I would like to be able to keep it from her. I know that she's playing this game hard. I know she wants to win. I want to be able to trust her. I could also see her like using me.
Voting for
Talking about getting new Matt or Sula in the car, and we'd landed on new Matt.
Sula.
People are thinking new Matt just because he is just as strong as a threat.
New Matt is like a good target because he's extremely strong. He's made it very obvious that he's competitive. He could have easily won today.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So like now that he didn't win, maybe we just take that opportunity.
I heard new Matt walk up to Sula and say that he had heard his name and he'd heard her name. So like, I think somebody on our end is leaking because the two people we've talked about knew exactly which two people have been talked about.
I've just been alerted by Scott that my name has been dropped a lot and Matt's name has been dropped a lot.
Your name has come across. Sure. Okay, that car ride put a hit on you.
I'm hearing some spooky rumblings from me. Not terribly surprised. That's not meant to be me being conceited. Maybe I am conceited.
I think it's in my best interest to keep Matt in the game. It is Sula. Yeah.
Sula is good at strategy. It seems like there was like some advantage that maybe she had a part of, and she definitely didn't tell us. It seemed like she was talking to the other tribe about it, so that's like a little bit of a red flag. And then also she and knew that. Like I've seen them talking strategy and like not bringing me in.
I'll tell you what, I'm leaning towards getting Matt. I think this is an opportunity to like ride the wave.
Scott just proposed getting Max out because Benton's riding high off like rage from the previous tribal. So he wants to like ride that like vengeance or revenge. I'm not opposed to that. I don't have anything with Max really. I've barely talked to him. I'm curious what numbers you have.
I feel like we have a lot. I think more reason.
Really? Okay. Let's talk in a little bit and see if you have a number.
Max, I can just tell he'll do whatever it takes to win. He's a fierce competitor. That's a threat.
I think I'm on board with that plan.
The wave's coming.
The wave's coming.
Taking out Max.
Yeah.
That's like 1 million per second. There's at least 4 just between us.
I think the only other name that's been coming up weirdly is actually Max.
I don't think that's that surprising. I think he made some people angry earlier.
I just don't want to be seen working people. So I tried to kind of grab anyone that's away from the pack, like a wolf. But hey. Hello.
Hi. How's everyone doing?
It's confusing. It's chaotic.
It's chaotic. A lot of stuff has been dropped.
Yeah. And I think, let's just be elevating your name coming up. I know Max. Yep, Max is name coming up. Yeah. Yep, I'm assuming you're Max. Yep. So, personally, I'm trying to figure out what the number is on.
Yeah. Let's say all 3 of us are Max. That's 3. Benton, if he knows that you guys are in. I think Max is in the lead. And I think with you two, it's like a big lead.
Okay.
And also, why not? It's been like a snake. He's dangerous. Double blind, lying, ruthless.
Right.
Ruthless.
The wind is blowing against me a little bit. Because I've made an enemy with Benton. I think he's pushing people against me, as Scott has said. And Benton's charismatic and funny. He's going to get people on his side. Do you want me to tell you this thing I know?
I would like to know.
And I could be being a fool here. In the woods, dark and deep, there's a treehouse.
Let's go to the treehouse. It's the well. I think Max has an idol He gave me a hint. I couldn't find anything from it. I think he found it already, so he felt comfortable giving me that hint.
People are talking about Matt, people are talking about Sula, and maybe people are talking about Max. People aren't talking about us, and we're going to keep it that way. We would like for Sula to go. We're not going to take too much risk on to make that happen, but we're going to try to gently pull a few strings.
Yep.
I don't really think the Max one is real.
No.
I think the Max one is a story that is being fed to Matt.
You think?
I really do.
Okay. Because Scott came to me individually.
Max just isn't a name I'm hearing a lot.
Okay.
And I just don't think Max is like the biggest threat right now. I have maybe like a slight leaning towards voting for Sula.
Oh yeah?
I think Sula's social game is really, really phenomenal.
Yeah.
That majority so far has been voted. He's a wild card. He is good at games, and he is ruthless getting players out that have clout, even relationships outside. I think those are dangerous.
I was told that he put my name out again this time, and so like that's why I'm on board with this plan.
This is different than what I've been hearing from people. I've been hearing you a lot.
Yeah,
I haven't heard you at all. I've been hearing you a lot. I think that there's some people who are not being honest with you, who are going to vote for you, who are saying they're voting for Max. As somebody who's been my ally really this whole game, I'm really worried for you.
All I can do is try and play my case over the Max, but to me, anyone that, if I stay in this round...
Can I throw something out? A different target altogether. Some people are talking about Sula. Interest, non-interest.
I was trying to pitch Max, and Matt pretty much told me that he wasn't hearing anything about Max, so he suggested Sula.
Knew Matt. I told him straight up I'd prefer Sula over him. He said if it had to be Sula, it would be Sula. I don't know if I believe that. So I'll have to kind of decide if I'm gonna like let him know that before tribal council or not, just so he doesn't feel blindsided and I can still work with him. I think I probably will, like right before tribal council, so he doesn't have too much time.
Did Max not bring my name up in the car? No. Scott told me he did.
That's not true. Somebody's getting played here by multiple people.
You told Benson that Benton's name was brought up by Max. Matt essentially said that didn't happen. So now
Exactly.
Scott is playing a strange game that I haven't figured out yet. I have learned some information just about the way he's playing this game that makes me a little uncomfortable.
That dude wants you to go.
Play on. Okay. And then vote for me, I don't care.
I think Scott is like really making himself a target.
No, he's seriously strong. He's going balls to the wall. He's threatened by me. So who does he have? Does he have people? I guess he's...
I found immunity. I knew that we had minutes left on the dollar, and I just started like looking at some of the garden areas, and I noticed it stacked on one of the logs in the corner. It was like a little cloth object wrapped in string, and I just took it, stuck it in my pocket. Lori basically told me if you have anything planned. They're going into the vote not fully knowing what they're gonna do. Decisions are gonna be made there. I'm here for the chaos. I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, here we are. Congratulations, all of you have made the merge. Got individual immunity, how does that feel?
I think I got to take kind of more of like a Switzerland point of view, just very neutral, just kind of see where the wind's blowing and kind of talk to people and see how things are.
I think he was just hunting for information like any good Survivor contestant was, and he had the luxury of knowing that his name wouldn't be tossed around. I saw him talking to everybody, and I think he got a good sense of where the stronger allies are.
Ellen, is that what you're doing at this point?
I feel like with a group this size, it's hard to do, but walk around and see who you see talking to even gives you perspective.
Do you feel like you received enough information to figure out where those
lines are right now?
I think so. I mean, it's kind of like talking in circles sometimes, but
Yeah.
I think in general I understand, but we'll see if that's the case.
Sula, talking in circles ring true to you?
We've had a lot of names thrown around. I know I'm among them. I truly do not have a sense of where the numbers are. I think that a lot of people are still here on these chairs making their decision.
That's interesting. Matt, do you feel like that's true?
Definitely some swing votes in here. It seems to me like it's come down to a couple names.
The targets are all aware that they can be on the chopping block. I think that's kind of the game people decided to play this round.
Do you think you're one of those targets or not?
I actually don't think I am, but I also know that in Survivor, you're never actually safe.
Matt, do you think that the original Live, Laugh, Love tribes are playing a big role at this point?
There's been so much cross-pollination of relationships between the first three and then the two and now the independent, that's why this vote is so unpredictable. Almost everybody has relationships with everybody. Everybody is talking to everybody, and nobody really knows yet where the cards are actually going to fall. I think it'll be very different next week.
This has been the hardest conversation segment that I've had so far. I can't really wrap my mind around it, to be honest. I'd be lying if I said I had a clear picture of what's going on.
Mike, it's interesting. I feel like I'm consistently hearing that there's a known universe of targets and they know who they are, but I'm also hearing that no one knows how the vote's going to shake out.
If you add in the point about talking in circles, that completes the picture of it's the same people chaotically oscillating between the same targets and talking in different groups about the same people and changing their minds back and forth between the same people.
Sula, at this point in the game, what is the talk on this tribe as far as idols and advantages?
I have not heard a ton about that aspect.
I know people are looking for them.
We all heard that there was some drama where someone who was supposed to go home didn't end up going home.
And does something like that happening shake up the way you strategize your votes? Or is it something that everyone knew could happen and we've been planning for it all along?
Yeah, I think it's always in the back of your mind, like especially when you see people like Kate said, like we all know that we're all looking. So yeah, I think people definitely take that into consideration.
So I'd say I've overstated that I'm not very familiar with Survivor, but I'm catching on quick that real quick, maybe too quick. But that idols play a big role. I mean, I won't talk through the specifics of the last vote, but that I made a strategic decision there because there was chatter of an idol, and if that hadn't happened, it would have played out differently. So definitely part of the discussion.
Matt, do you think that this vote is going to be a line in the sand?
I don't think there's a clear line in the sand being drawn. I think it's more a matter of getting used to what this feels like, and from there probably solidifying plans for how to move forward.
All right, and with that, we'll get to the vote. Lori, you're up. This one's a really tough one. It's gonna be between two people, both of which who I don't really care for truly voting out. But in these scenarios, you just have to do whatever it takes to survive.
With a heavy heart. Not easy for me to say this, but I'm going to have to be voting Sula. I'll just say here that I was leaning Max. I think he's a threat, and I was ready to vote for him, but it just didn't seem like that was the way the wind was blowing.
I think you played a great game. I just think the winds were coming towards you. Eliminating the competition.
A little Rudy humor for you.
Max, I just met you. You're pretty cool, but you're a snake. You're a snake.
I'm voting for this person because, well, one, I think they're a big threat physically, and I don't want that around.
All right, I've tallied the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol or an advantage that they would like to play, now would be the time to do so.
Jeff, I would like to present to you.
Yep. This is a bracelet that says idol on it. This is not a hidden immunity idol. This has no power.
Who brought this? Who brought this?
Oh shit.
Oh, that's. Oh, all right. I'm gonna
Take
go back
your
over
seat.
there. No.
What? This is a hidden immunity idol.
Shut up, I got it. Definitely has an immunity idol. So I still want him to feel pressured.
If we can get idols played and also like all be here in an hour, great, better for us, you know.
Any votes cast for Max will not count. I'll read the votes. First vote, Max, does not count. New map. Sula does count. New map. That's 2 votes new map, 1 vote Sula. Sula. That's 2 votes new map, 2 votes Sula. 5th vote. Sula. Next person voted out of Survivor. Sula, that's enough.
Good game, Sula. Good game. Sula, your tribe was spoken.
Wow, what a wild ride. Excited to see what happens next with you guys.
This is wild. It says idol. I'm so happy that I am so important that I got voted for. I felt really powerful with this in my pocket. That felt really good, and I still feel good that it felt good, even though now it feels like shit.